We hope you've had a great and Merry Christmas. Time to add one more gift under the tree. Off we go here on EA Sports. The Steeler offense ready to take the field for the first time. Leading this offense, their veteran quarterback.
We have the luxury each week, Mike, of sitting down with these players and really getting a behind-the-scenes look at what makes them so good and what makes them tick. And, man, wouldn't it be nice to be able to bring the fan kind of behind the curtain and let them see for themselves what we see firsthand? And, man, it would only take a couple minutes for you to realize just what kind of leader this guy is. You would never know he threw 3 touchdowns last week. All he wanted to talk about was the costly interception and the couple plays he left out there. That's why they rally around him. The better he plays, the better the team plays. They need more consistent performances from him to get the rest of this team to do their part.
And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. They'll run it for the first time with Najee Harris. The ball comes out, and this is taken in by the defense.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball. And they talk about the points of pressure. And the biggest thing really, Mike, is you want the front tip of the ball, the part where your fingers cover, to always be higher than the back tip of the ball. So often you see that front tip go down, and it makes it so much easier for that defender to kind of rake it out. So you want pressure against the outside of the ball, both tips, the inside of the ball, and then keep that front point up.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Look him up on a second down and 8. He runs with it. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the linebacker, Alex Highsmith. And the Steelers are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
Well, we're getting a little test here early, Mike, to see just how easy is this team to rattle. Didn't look like they were able to get through that opening script that they had worked on all week. So I'm going to be curious on this next drive. Do they stick to the plan? Do they pick up where they left off? Or is there a little bit of a reaction, or dare I say panic, to come out and make some adjustments in response to that early interception?
They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. Now a first carry for the Alabama product, Najee Harris. That lane closes quickly. A pickup of 3 with Justin Reed up from the safety spot to make the stop. They face second down and 7. That's quickly to Freiermuth on the RPO. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. Here's third down and a few inches. That is caught by Washington. He's going to have the first down. So they convert on third down with a pickup of 9. Now they'll set up to throw. There's a short one caught by Freiermuth. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
And he takes it down to the 15-yard line.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a first down.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Back to the air one more time. That's over the middle and taken in by Freiermuth. 3rd and 6. From out of the gun, he'll throw. He's got his man, middle of the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. His 12th touchdown of the year.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
Here comes Worthy to return. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. So now this team's offense about ready to get going on their 2nd possession. They had that pick on the opening drive that led to a touchdown. So 7-0 the deficit as they get the ball back. 1st and 10. Right away they'll set up to throw. The pressure gets there and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. The NFL sack leader for 2023, T.J. Watt, gets in there to bring him down.
As this offense continues to try to find its way out of this hole, things are going to just continue to get more difficult if they can't protect the passer. The longer you trail, the more the defense knows you need to throw the ball, and they're going to have to protect their quarterback a lot better than they did there.
They put Kelsey in motion. That's going to be caught by Gray. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. 3rd and long. Back to throw. He's got his man. He finds Worthy. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 75 yards. Touchdown, Kansas City. Harrison Butker now for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Chiefs will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. So back to level after the touchdown. In time for the kickoff. It's a return. Here comes Calvin Austin. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Steelers offense ready to go as we give you a look at the current playoff race. And things are getting a little tight with 2 weeks left in the regular season. Already, we can look ahead in both conferences to some critical divisional matchups ahead in Week 18. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down. They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
To get this complete, it's Williams over the middle. A gain there of 10 yards. That's a Steeler first down.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. He'll look to throw. Right back to Williams. They connect again. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll come up now for second down and 4. Williams in motion. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway.
Once the quarterback leaves the pocket, the hope is that it buys him a little time to allow second reaction from his receivers downfield. What he's not accounting for is the speed of a lot of these defensive ends in the league, Mike. He closed that distance a lot faster than I think the quarterback anticipated, and he comes away with the sack. And that's a great job defensively here on third down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the first down.
Here's the replacement for Cameron Johnston. Corliss Waitman on to punt. Back deep, Xavier Worthy. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. So, here comes the KC offense set to take over once more. They'll begin inside their own 15-yard line, so a lot of real estate to cover. It's first and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. Back to the air again on second and 10. Into space at the 45. He may go. And what an effort after the catch. He goes all the way. 86 yards. Touchdown, Kansas City. Now Butker to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Chiefs will move out to a 14-7 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Austin now to return this. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. This drive begins with a run by Harris. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. Chris Jones, the All-Pro, there on the tackle. Here's second and 6. They'll give it to Harris again. He'll bring this to the 40. That's good enough to move those chains. It's a first down. Another run here with Harris. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
This offense has to be thrilled, Mike, with the success they've had here on the ground in this opening quarter. Now as the rest of the game unfolds, everything in the game plan continues to open up.
Now this time they'll look to throw. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
You don't want to make a living off of making these kind of throws, Mike. It's one thing to throw into tight coverage, but it's another thing to throw into tight double coverage. And while the quarterback gets away with one here, I don't think you want to make a living doing it.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play in this opening quarter. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. That's Washington, the man in motion. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. This one complete to Washington. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
That's another Pittsburgh Steeler. First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Williams, the tight end, is in motion. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw to the tight end, Freiermuth. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6.
At the 15-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. Got a man over the middle. It's Pickens.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire playbook, and so far they've done a great job on this drive doing just that.
Here's another shot from the 6 at 2nd and goal. They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. They'll look to throw yet again. This one caught at the 4. To the goal line and in. Pat Freiermuth, touchdown Steelers. This great season throwing the ball continues. That last TD pass, number 40 on the year. On for the extra point is Boswell. His kick is good. And the Steelers will tie things up. We are all even at 14. We are all square. 14 apiece the score as this one's away. But dangerous Mecole Hardman on the return. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. This offense and their wide receiver heading back onto the field. And he's right there in contention for the most receiving yards by a wideout this year, currently ranked 2nd in the NFL. To the air now on 1st and 10. He keeps it himself. They'll gain 17 on that one. A very quick first down.
Mike, this is the element to the position that this guy brings that's just so unique across the league. Not only the speed, but his ability to operate in the open field as a runner. It is hard for a defense to plan for a guy like this.
And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
The shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
And he won't get much. Taken down at about the 12. 2nd down and 8. They'll look to throw. That's complete to Rice. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Now a 3rd and 2. Throwing now, under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
With the right personnel, the safety position is like the ultimate chess piece, right? You can put him in center field to play pass. You can bring him up and make him a pseudo linebacker, but you also can bring him on pressure, Mike, and that's what this guy does so well. The timing and the speed, he got there in a hurry. And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown, but at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
Austin now to return this. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground, and it's Harris. And he'll only be able to muster a couple of yards. Nick Bolton, the linebacker, there for the stop.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 29-yard line.
They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. And he'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Here's 3rd and 2. He'll drop to throw. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick, because that ball is coming out.
He'll burrow his way forward for a couple. Jaden Hicks on the tackle.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at their 48-yard line.
A give, and here comes Harris. And he's going to have a first down. Good run down inside the 45-yard line.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
And that keeps them ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. 2nd down and 3. A run. Here's Harris. Trying to find somewhere to move forward, but nothing going. Tackled for the loss of a yard. 3rd and 5.
It's now 3rd and 5.
Now they'll set up to throw. That is going to be intercepted by Trent McDuffie. And the Chiefs are going to have it at their own 32-yard line.
I know it doesn't seem like a ton of yards on top of that pick, but that was really well done. I mean, it's just going to make life so much easier now as the offense takes the field, trying to capitalize off of that turnover.
The visitors' offense and their wide receiver getting ready to get back to work. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. They put Kelsey in motion. On the ground to start the drive with Pacheco. And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Here comes 3rd and 6. Gray is the motion man here. That ball is caught on the sideline and both feet inbounds. A big third down pickup for a first down.
Kansas City.
So, 2 minutes to play in a back-and-forth first half. We'll come back to the Steel City after this. Here's 1st and 10. To the left side in the hands of Rice. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. 2nd and a yard.
At the Steelers' 45-yard line.
Back to the air one more time. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Chiefs.
That's complete to Rice. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Now the Chiefs going to call the first of their timeouts. Clock stops with a little under a minute to go in this second quarter. Out of the gun, he'll throw. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. Don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. Open man, right side. He's got it. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down. Back to throw. Got his man at the 6. And he will score. Travis Kelce. Touchdown, Chiefs. And that's a big number. That is touchdown pass number 50 on the season. Just 5 shy of Peyton Manning's all-time mark for the most in one campaign. And Butker on for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Chiefs go up by 10. 24-14 is their lead. Halftime coming close. And not much time left as this one is kicked away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. The Steelers offense and running back Najee Harris getting set to take over once more. The deficit is 10, 24-14. So work to do as they come up for 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. He'll be stopped after a pickup of about 3. Brian Cook up from his safety spot to make the tackle. So we've reached halftime here on Christmas Day as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. More from you and a big tight end momentarily. But first, let's give everyone a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get our tour started out at Venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. And that one is still scoreless as they play in the second quarter. From there, we're off to check out another game. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Both of these offenses had their share of high points in that first half. Each team had some big moments, and it would seem this could turn out to be a game where the last score wins.
All right, Coach. Thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense and their big play wideout getting set for their next possession. And he's been the man that makes this offense go. Currently number 2 in the NFL in terms of receptions for a wideout. Right away, they'll set up to throw. A short one caught by Kelce. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. Out of the pistol, it's Pacheco. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's third down. They put Kelce in motion. They'll throw here on third and short. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
Well, so often we see quarterbacks standing in the pocket, holding it, seeing if they can create something downfield. Well, not that play. That play was simple. Snap the ball to the quarterback, spit it out into the hands of your receiver, and let's see what he can do.
On first and 10, they'll set up to throw. He'll drop this underneath to Pacheco. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. They send the tight end in motion. A give here to Pacheco. And he's going to pick up the first down across midfield and down at the 49.
It's a gain of 6. And the first down on the Chiefs.
He'll look to throw. Quickly to the outside and complete.
It's pretty evident, Mike, when a quarterback and his wide receiver are operating on the exact same page. The anticipation, the timing, the accuracy of both the route and the ball. And when they're working together like this, that's the definition of teach tape.
He's going to keep it himself. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
We've seen this quarterback have some effective plays with his legs all game today, Mike. He knows when to stay in there and look to pass, but he also knows when it's time to tuck it and go, and he's able to pick up good yardage there.
They'll come up here, first and 10. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He connects with Gray on that one. And he'll be taken down.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's first and goal.
That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You can see the receiver.
Andy Reid wants another look at that, and Big Red has thrown the Reds challenge flag. They're looking both at the feet to see if 2 were down, but also whether or not he had full possession of the football when those feet were down. So the challenge is not successful, and that will cost them the first of their 3 timeouts for the half. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That is caught by the tight end, Travis Kelce. Touchdown, Kansas City. 2 touchdowns for him in the game. Numbers 10 and 11 on the year. So that touchdown pass, number 51 on the year, it moves him past 2 guys at 50 to the best ever. Tom Brady in 2007 and Patrick Mahomes in 2018. Butker now to add the PAT. He's got it. And the Chiefs will extend this third quarter lead.
Steelers 14.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Austin now to return this. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. The Steelers offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And I want to take you through the highlights here. They have been plentiful from the quarterback position. Has the offense running at a high efficiency throughout, and will try to sustain it here down the stretch. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. To get this complete, it's Williams over the middle. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Give up the middle to Harris. A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
Number 22, Najee Harris, the ball carrier. Taken down at the 41. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
On 2nd down, a run with Harris. And the D closes quickly. He's stopped after a gain of a yard. Nick Bolton, the linebacker, there for the stop.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. He's got a man. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, that on 3rd down or critical moments, that's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
You're going to run out of the gun, and here's Harris. He plunges forward for a couple of yards. Drew Tranquill up to make the tackle.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Let's go.
That's Washington, the man in motion. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and a yard at the 3-yard line.
They'll throw out of the gun. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and let's also give some credit to...
And he's in. Mike Williams. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
We were talking during the break, Mike. We felt that this was kind of a do-or-die drive. They felt like they needed to come away with the touchdown here, and now they're showing a little life.
Yeah, a little bit of belief, don't you think? Everyone on that field knows they've been a part of a comeback before. It's a pretty big mountain, but a good way to get started here to begin this half. Boswell adds the extra point, and the Steelers are able to cut the deficit to 10. Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. Hardman now to return it. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The Chiefs offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now they're trying to keep it going. He's able to get away for one man, but those reinforcements, they got there quick. Take him down behind the line. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. He'll take this forward for about a yard at best. That's Alex Highsmith in for the tackle. It is 3rd and 10. That's taken in by Kareem Hunt. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. Hunt team out, ready to send this one away. Back deep to receive is Calvin Austin. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. Here comes the Pittsburgh offense now, heading back onto the field. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. That's complete, left side to Pickens. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a 1st down. On the ground, this is Harris. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Now it's Harris. And they'll bring him down just shy of midfield, but that is enough. It's a 1st down.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
And that one knocked away. It's incomplete. He was trying to get that to Najee Harris. And it'll lead to a 2nd down. They'll look to throw. This one complete to Washington. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. We're off to the 4th quarter here on Christmas Day. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Now, on 3rd and 2, they'll try and throw for it. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a 1st down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
They'll look to throw again. Right back to Williams. They connect again. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
At the 24-yard line.
Williams in motion. They'll look to throw yet again. He's got it inside the 5. And he will score. Game on. Touchdown Steelers. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
So they've cut into the lead. Now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. Here comes Worthy to return. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Chiefs offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. Quick throw, taken in. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Now he takes off. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. They'll run it straight ahead with Pacheco. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Once again, it's Pacheco. With good blocking leading the way, he's got the first down inside the 25. They put Kelsey in motion. Now this time they'll look to throw. To the left side in the hands of Rice. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. They put Kelsey in motion. A handoff to Pacheco. Nothing doing there. He'll go down behind the line.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. They'll stay on the ground and stay with Pacheco. And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it's 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. That is hauled in at the 5.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike, how well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard it. So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Steelers offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. Right away, they'll set up to throw. That's over the middle and taken in by Freiermuth. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Pat Freiermuth, the intended receiver. 3rd down coming up. Now they'll set up to throw. His 2nd catch of the drive. This one good for 15 and a first down.
And how about the poise of this quarterback? You find yourself down here late in the 4th quarter, Mike, facing a tough 3rd down. You've got to have it. But you know what? He calls the play, he breaks the huddle, and he's like, you know what, Coach? I got it. That's a big-time throw to now keep this drive alive as they go down looking for that go-ahead touchdown.
Back to the air one more time. He'll get that into the hands of Williams. And he's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. A good spot here. 2nd and a yard. Shotgun snap, and they give it to Harris. And he will have the first down. Not a huge run, but enough to move the chains.
And the Steelers first down. First and 10 at the 40-yard
Back to throw. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. First and 10.
Another Pittsburgh Steelers.
He'll look to throw. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
Big play coming up. This is third down. Over the middle and take it in. He's got it. 6 catches for him in the ball game now, and this one's good for a first down.
Here in the fourth quarter, you just can't predict how many possessions you have left, so you can't let any of them go to waste. So far, this has been a fantastic drive. It's a drive that they desperately needed. They continue to throw the ball like that. They got a chance to take a late lead here in the fourth quarter.
Williams, the tight end, is in motion. This one caught at the 4. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. They come up for second and 2.
At the Chiefs' 3-yard line.
They put Pickens in motion. It is brought in the end zone. Mike Williams. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. The game-time touchdown here in the fourth quarter and a chance to take the lead with the point after.
Mike, the sideline's going crazy with that late score, but they still need this extra point to take the lead here and see if they can hang on to this fourth quarter lead.
Boswell now for the extra point. The kick is good. Important one as they take the lead here in the fourth quarter. So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown, trying to kick it back the other way. Here comes Worthy to return. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. So now, out comes the offense, led by their quarterback as they take over once again. Here's first down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. A short throw taken in by Kelsey. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off. After this, they'll come up now for second down and 4. They'll drop to throw. He'll get that one complete to Rice. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7. He'll swing one out wide to Pacheco. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. Final minute, still 2 timeouts remaining as we get to first and 10. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. On first and 10, they'll set up to throw. Got a man over the middle, it's Worthy. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's Pacheco. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. Gray is the motion man here. A run with Pacheco. And now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout. It comes with 36 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. This kick is good. And they take the lead in the final minute of this game.
And this has been such a tight game, but that's a big one right there. I mean, you need a kicker with confidence. Well, this guy, he fits the bill. He steps up and knocks it through to give his guys a lead here in the fourth quarter.
And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The home team's offense getting set to get back to work. They trail by 2, and will start this drive with 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. A pass taken in by Harris. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. That's going to be incomplete, so no help there. And we're likely down to a final snap. Now they face 3rd down and 7. Here we go. One final play. He'll let this one go long for Williams. And that's going to be incomplete. The defense holds here in the final minute, and they're going to get out of here with a victory. So it's a win for the visiting Chiefs. And it will be a very Merry Christmas indeed as they get the victory on this December night. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.